Every single day, tens of thousands of airplanes are crisscrossing the globe. It's this incredibly complex, invisible web of movement right over our heads. And when you think about it, it seems like it should be absolute chaos, right? But it's not. It works with this stunning precision. So how in the world does it all work? Well, let's get into it. We're going to look at the single global plan that keeps our very crowded skies safe and efficient.
I mean, this right here really gets to the heart of the challenge. Think about trying to get over 190 countries to agree on, well, on anything. It's almost impossible. So how do they all cooperate to manage the one single sky that we all have to share? It's a truly massive feat of global coordination.
And the stakes here, they couldn't be higher. We're not just talking about logistics. This one system is responsible for the safety of over 3.3 billion passengers every single year. That's how many people are counting on this global harmony to get them where they're going safely.
Okay, so to really understand the plan, we first have to wrap our heads around the sheer scale of modern aviation. It's so much more than just moving people from A to B. It's a massive engine for the entire global economy, and that engine, well, it's running faster than ever.
Just look at this number, $6.4 trillion. That is the value of cargo that gets shipped by air every single year. From the stuff you order online to life-saving medical supplies, it's all moving through this network. It's a huge driver for global commerce.
And this engine is constantly revving higher. Since the late 70s, global air traffic has consistently doubled every 15 years. It just powers right through economic recessions. And while that growth is a great sign of global prosperity, it puts this incredible strain on the very system that makes it all possible.
And that brings us to the core problem. This relentless growth, it's a real double-edged sword. A lot of the world's air navigation system is still based on ideas from the 20th century, and it is really struggling to keep up with 21st century traffic.
And this visual just lays it out perfectly. On the left, you've got the global air traffic network back in 2010. Looks pretty dense, right? Now look to the right. That's the projection for 2030. The skies are getting exponentially more crowded. The old way of doing things just isn't going to cut it.
And listen, this isn't just about frustrating delays or inefficiency. The International Civil Aviation Organization, or ICAO, that's the UN agency that sets all these global standards, they put it bluntly. If this growth isn't managed the right way, it can lead to increased safety risks. The system just has to evolve.
So what's the solution to this massive global problem? Well, it's called the Global Air Navigation Plan, or GAMP for short. You can think of it as a single, harmonized blueprint developed by ICAO to guide the entire planet toward a modern, unified system.
Now, this isn't some rigid, one-and-done rule book. The GAMP is actually a rolling 15-year strategic plan. It's designed to be flexible, using technologies we already have while looking ahead to what's next. It gives countries the confidence to invest in the right upgrades at the right time.
So a global plan sounds great in theory, but how does it actually get put into practice? Well, the GANTSOP uses this really clever mechanism to turn these big ideas into real-world action, piece by piece.
It's the obvious question, right? How could you possibly upgrade the entire planet's air traffic system all at the same time without grinding everything to a complete halt? The answer is, you don't. You do it smarter.
And here's that clever solution. It's called the Aviation System Block Upgrades, or ASBU. Honestly, the absolute best way to think about this is like Legos for air traffic management. Seriously, it's a set of standardized modules or blocks that any country can implement when they're ready, based on their own needs. And the best part? Whatever they build clicks perfectly into the global system. So the process unfolds in 4 main blocks. Block 0, which started in 2013, was about getting everyone on the same page with the foundational tech that was already out there. Block 1, which we're deep into now, is all about better data sharing, making sure pilots and controllers are seeing the same unified picture of the sky. Next up is Block 2, which will bring this seamless integration so controllers in different countries can hand off your flight like a perfect relay race. And then Block 3, that's the future, a truly optimized collaborative global system. Okay, so that's all the technical stuff, but what does all this planning actually mean for you, for the airlines, and for the planet? Well, the benefits are real, and they're incredibly important.
One of the biggest game changers in this whole plan is something called performance-based navigation, or PBN. Basically, PBN lets us move away from these old, rigid routes that were based on ground equipment. Instead, it lets aircraft use advanced satellite tech to fly much more precise, direct, and efficient paths.
And that technology leads directly to all these payoffs. More direct routes save a massive amount of fuel, which of course cuts emissions. You get smoother arrivals and departures, which reduces noise and delays around airports. And maybe most importantly, the system can handle way more traffic while actually enhancing safety, because it uses precise data to reduce the chance of human error.
And you can see right here how the whole plan locks in perfectly with ICAO's main mission. The big three goals have always been safety, efficiency, and protecting the environment. The GAMP is the practical roadmap that makes it all happen.
So ultimately, this isn't just about a technology upgrade. It's about fundamentally redesigning our relationship with the sky. It's about creating a global system that's smart, that's responsive, and that's truly ready for the future. You know, it's an absolutely incredible story of global cooperation. It's this quiet, continuous effort to harmonize the entire world's airspace, making sure that as our world gets more and more connected, the invisible infrastructure above our heads can support it all, safely and sustainably.
So, I'll leave you with this thought. The next time you're on a plane and you're looking out that window at the clouds, take a moment to think about the intricate, globally agreed-upon blueprint that is guiding your journey. What invisible architecture will you see in the sky?